All right, y'all, I've got my first Festool. I'm pretty excited about this thing. Actually, I have never used a Festool tool before. I've never bought one. This is the first one. I'm not gonna lie, I felt pretty cool walking out of Woodcraft with this thing. I just love tools. I think they're awesome. I have fun with them. This is a hobby, so it's kind of got that new car smell for me right now. I'm pretty excited about it. So anyway, why did I buy a Kreg Saw? A lot of people say buy the sander first, or the dust extractor, or the domino, right? Why did I buy a Kreg Saw? For no other reason than if you've been watching some of my videos, I've been using the Kreg Saw for a while. I've had it now for 3 years or so, and something happened with it, and that's the reason why I bought this. So, but I'm pretty excited about this. I'm not gonna lie, I am excited. Bought it at Woodcraft. I can tell you the exact price. What out the door price for me was. Out the door price with tax and everything was $821.23. That is including these two clamps that I bought. These are not the Festool clamps. I saved myself a little bit of money thanks to the guy at Woodcraft. He said he uses these with his Kreg Saw and they work just great. So this is a Woodcraft brand called eHoma, I guess. Yeah, eHoma, and he said these things work pretty good. So, you know, it's that ratcheting clamp to clamp your track to your material. So, got two of them. Forgot the price on these. They were like 30 bucks or something like that versus 50 for the actual Festool clamp. So, anyway, I'm not full Festool yet, but like I said, I'm pretty excited about this thing. I saved some money, or I saved my money up, and I did a side job, so to speak. I don't do commission work too often, but I did for this actually, or not specifically to buy this, but I was in the middle of doing this commission work. I was building a Murphy bed for somebody, and my Kreg Saw started to act up on me a little bit, and I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. And so I have a bunch of plywood jobs coming up, or cabinet jobs that's going to require breaking down a lot of sheets of plywood coming up. So I really need a Kreg Saw, and that's kind of that is the reason why I chose to buy the Kreg Saw first, basically, versus, you know, any of the other cool Festool tools that Festool makes. So I'm pretty excited about it. Honestly, I don't even know what these buttons do. I know obviously there's trigger and other things, but I don't know anything about this thing other than I've seen a lot of YouTubers use it. So the sustainer, I've seen a lot of people talk about this thing. I get it. I get it now. Now that I actually have it in my hand and everything, it's kind of cool. Everything fits in there, and all the other boxes, if you had more tools, they stack nice and neat. So I get it. And I know this is an expensive tool. But let me throw the Kreg up here and show you exactly what happened with it and why I bought the Festool Kreg Saw. So got the Kreg track up here, which the Kreg track actually is a little bit longer. And I didn't really mean for this to be a comparison video, but I'm just kind of telling you this is the reason why I bought the Festool. And the main thing with the Kreg is, so the depth stop right here, I'll have to get this off the table to actually show you. Move over, Festool. So, the depth stop right here, what happened was it doesn't hold. So, this thing, I'll set it to, you know, 3/4 of an inch or something like that. And I'll bring it a little closer here to show you what I mean. But, okay, so this right here is the depth stop, which controls how far down you plunge with the saw. And it's just a little thumb screw here that just screws in, and I think what's actually happening is this is like stripped out, and I never cranked down too hard on this thing, and you know, trying to really, you know, lock it in place or anything, but it just feels like whatever is right here is just kind of cheap in a way. But I'll show you what happens. So basically you press down and it just wants to slide down like that. I'm not putting that much pressure on this. So really where it comes into play is if you are going to be cutting plywood, it's okay. It still cuts okay. But if I was going to cut into, you know, some maple or some walnut or something, it's not holding my depth. So if I was going to do some sort of precision work, or really I like to, let me bring you back up here. So yeah, with that said, I like to break down a lot of my sheet goods, or all of my sheet goods, on top of styrofoam out in my driveway, or in the corner of my garage or something like that. So, and with this thing not holding, I'm a little afraid that I'm gonna, have a little brain fog going on, or be in the motions of just, working hard, getting these things, get my parts cut, and I'm not gonna be paying attention, and that's just gonna plunge down, and it'll hit the concrete, or hit the top of my workbench or something. Or if you were really trying to do some, precision work, that required a specific depth or something like that, this just isn't holding up at this point. So, like I said, I'm going to call Kreg, see if they can work with me on it, and see if they'll do something for me. And if they do, I might keep it. I don't know. With that said, not a total cut on Kreg. They definitely, I have built a lot of things with this saw, and it still runs great. That's probably a pretty simple fix, even that they might just send out to me a little part or something that I could just replace it. So we'll see. I'll let you know if they do. And okay, guys, got to interrupt here. This is me a day later. So this is a day later from what you were just watching, and I called Kreg today to see if they could do something for this depth stop. And what they said was they are going to take care of it, no questions asked. And what they're going to do is just send me a completely brand new saw. As soon as I get the saw that they're sending me, I just need to take this, put it in the box that the saw came in, and ship it back to them. They said they don't actually have this part to be able to just replace it. So I don't know if that means that they did a redesign on it, or not sure. I didn't ask too many questions, but I just got to say, this is the second time that I've ever had to deal with Kreg's customer service, and hands down, it is some of the best that I have ever come across in any company that I've ever dealt with customer service, especially in sales like this. But I even said to the lady, she asked where I bought the saw from. I told her it was Amazon, and I was actually wrong. I corrected myself, and I actually bought the whole kit at Woodcraft. And I told her, I'm like, I don't have a receipt. Not even sure if it's under covenant or warranty anymore. This is probably about 3-4 years old. I wasn't even exactly sure. And her exact words, and I quote, word for word, was, Aaron, do not worry about it. We're going to take care of you. No questions asked. That's awesome. I mean, no company does that anymore. Good on Kreg for taking care of this. No questions asked. I mean, I was not expecting that whatsoever. I actually have my pocket hole jig out here. I've got this Kreg pocket hole jig. It's the K5. I don't think they make this anymore. They have an upgraded version or something. But anyway, I've had this for years. And at one point, this little plastic dust control or dust port here broke on me. And I called them, and they just mailed me a new one. No questions asked. Didn't even have to pay for it. Didn't even have to prove proof of purchase or anything, show a receipt or anything. They just completely took care of it. So just honestly, I'm kind of blown away by the customer service at Kreg Tool. So I have a bunch of other little Kreg jigs that has kind of turned into a little plug for them. They have no clue that I'm making this video. I mean, my channel's so small, it's pretty much irrelevant anyway. But they have no clue that I'm actually making this video. But I just want to throw a couple of products out there for them, because this is just a shelf pin jig that I've used a ton in building cabinets. This is a little jig for setting like your drawer pulls and stuff on cabinets. And this is a cup hinge driller that I've used a ton on cabinets. So they've got a lot of jigs that I actually have enjoyed using. And honestly, that customer service is top notch. I mean, that's amazing. I just looked it up. If you were to purchase this Kreg saw with the track right now, it's $398 on Amazon, so $400, and you get the saw, a carrying case, and a track. So $400, obviously, for the entry-level price of $400 to get into a track saw. Obviously, I told you guys earlier that the Festool will cost me just a little over $800. So that was with those two clamps. But anyway, just super stoked about Kreg just saying, we'll mail you a new saw. I mean, who does that, right? So just really wanted to give them a little plug quick and say, well done, Kreg. So anyway, back to the video. anyway, guys, about to get this thing plugged in and get that anti-chip strip trimmed and get this thing fit to the track perfect and just get it dialed in, ready to make some good quality cuts. I'm pretty excited about it. So if you can't tell. That was my first cut with an actual piece of wood or material, and that's a pretty clean cut. Just kind of what you would expect, I guess, from Festool. Let's check the other side. Flip it over. And that's just as clean as the top side. So yeah, obviously fresh blade and brand new saw, so definitely going to, I would expect that to be that clean for sure. So, but definitely happy with it. So pretty cool. All right, guys, thank you for watching. This turned into being a little mini review of the Kreg track saw. Not a full review, but just a little mini review and somewhat of an unboxing for the Festool TS55 FEQ. Anyway, the Festool track saw that everybody already knows about. One thing I did want to say about the Kreg track saw real quick was this dust bag is actually pretty good. If you are in the market for looking for a track saw, don't completely throw out the Kreg. I have had a good experience with this, and I don't want to knock it too much. Like I said, I built a lot of things with this, and everything came out accurate and true, and made some quality cabinets and with this saw. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. Leave me a comment and let me know what your first Festool tool was, or what's the first Festool tool that you're saving for is going to be. What's on your wish list, I guess. And also, if you have a track saw, let me know in the comments what you already have. Do you have the Kreg, Milwaukee, Makita? I did consider buying the Makita. I heard a lot of good things about that, but landed on the Festool ultimately. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications so you are notified of everything I got going on coming up. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. See you.